Welcome, Rejects, to episode 21 of the Full Send Rejects. On today's show, we have an Indian unicorn, an asylum in our home state of Pennsylvania, and a dive into the minds of those who are afraid of spiders and clowns. As some of you may remember, we work with the Greg Stanalona Senior Scholarship Memorial Fund, and those fine people are hosting a basketball tournament to help raise money for the scholarship, and us Rejects are now proud sponsors of this prestigious, by Schuylkill County standards, tournament. Now, we will have more information about that in the near future, so please pay attention to our socials for more information. And in the meantime, let's full send it with this episode with our pre-topic banter. Oh, Yankees are doing too good. You look at the Pirates. 9-game losing streak.
Well, Yankees won their last two at least.
Oh, wait, was that a chuckle over there?
No.
Have you?
I was
No.
waiting for it.
What?
How the Rays have been on a losing streak of their own.
And what happened to Franco?
You know,
Yeah, want to talk about
I
Rondo?
didn't even check what's going on with the Rays, so you were safe for me.
Oh, Rondo Franco might face a little suspension from the team.
Oh, what'd he do?
They didn't really release much details about it, but apparently he's a real prick.
That sounds right.
They removed him from the lineup and stated that he has some anger issues, to say the least, towards his teammates. So,
Steroid check.
you know, the second, they stop winning, Franco just starts losing it. Yes, intended.
I mean, sometimes you just have to smash a fucking Google Surface or Microsoft Surface, whatever the fuck it is. That's Tom Brady.
Just get it out of the way.
At least I got a bat while he was still good.
Yeah, that's true. You have his pre-losing streak signature.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably mark it up a little bit in price for that.
Oh, you know what's going on tonight? The NBA draft. Yeah, no, we don't. I guess you don't care about it too much.
Well, I mentioned whatever the fuck is going first. Yeah, I pay attention.
Good job. What else has happened in sports?
Didn't the Steelers just sign a Raider player?
Did they?
I think so.
Hopefully it's not the chauffeur.
Dalvin Cook's looking to team up with D-Hop.
The one guy from New England got arrested at taking guns into a airport.
Oh, we got really scraped from the bottom of the sports barrel here.
Yeah, I forget his name, but I think he was a linebacker for them. He walked into the airport and he got caught with 2 weapons in his carry-on luggage.
Oh, I'll be damned.
So are beavers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's been a slow week in sports.
Well, week in sports, but you got big news.
I do have some big news because I got a job. Finally. I should say a permanent job. A career trajectory.
Welcome to the working class, student.
Only took me, what was it, a month and a little bit? Something like that. Yeah, a month.
Just over a month.
Oh, well, in that case, back in the killing industry. Legal
there we go.
Industry. What are you doing over here?
You didn't say a thing about Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers trying to make a big push to make shrooms legal.
Yeah. He's saying psychedelics were today's eye-opener.
Oh, yeah, he's like doing a conference or something.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention in the sports banter. I forgot to mention it.
Goes to New York once.
Goes to a random cave once.
He was one of the guest speakers at the in Denver for the psychedelic science conference. They pushing for shrooms.
Attaboy.
Doing the Lord's work. I do hear
Right in the world there, Rod.
I do hear he's a fun guy.
Oh.
Uh-huh. So about this job, we're not trying to spill confidential information on the podcast, correct?
That is correct. I cannot do that. Not only would I lose a job, I could go to jail.
Yeah, well, I mean, Trump's probably gonna get off, right?
Well, see, I won't be dumb enough to acknowledge I'm being recorded and then admit I'm committing crimes.
Amateur.
Ah, there's a beer.
There is a bit. It's a lovely Busch Light Peach.
Ooh, I was gifted something today called Vizzy.
Oh, how is it? I assume it's a seltzer, of course.
Yeah, it is it's kind of bland, to be honest.
It has antioxidants in it.
Yeah, it's antioxidants and vitamin C in it. But
Yeah, so is vodka and Gatorade, so
5%. But this is a watermelon strawberry flavor and not really much flavor.
I think I have that problem with Truly too.
See, I don't mind Truly. This just tastes like watered down water.
See, I feel White Claw is like the king. You can taste that shit.
See, there's a lot of White Claws I don't like though. Surges I don't mind.
See, I have my preferred claws, and then there's yeah, it's a claw.
My preferred Claus is Santa Claus.
The Surge White Claws are the goat.
Yeah, I like the Surges.
That's tropical lime or just lime in general.
All right, if there was a seltzer to sponsor two billionaires fighting, who do you think could do it?
Not Bud Light.
Truly,
Truly?
I could see Truly getting in on it.
I could see Mike's Hard Lemonade being in there.
I don't know if they'd have the money for it. That seems like a lot of money to put up.
That's true. Lee.
Uh-huh. Full circle, baby, full circle.
Have you guys heard what's going on with that?
Lizard Man versus Musk. No.
It started off as a social media hoax. But over the last day or so, Mark Zuckerberg said that he somehow became dead serious about this and that he is absolutely, positively would do this. He is down for it.
To fight Elon Musk.
By Elon Musk. Saying that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Does anyone remember that Hugh Jackman movie where like he fought robots?
Yes.
I don't think I saw that one. Or I saw
It's
a part
such
of
a
it.
cute movie.
That's gonna be this.
What was that? It was Steel, right? Something Steel.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Hugh Jackman robot movie.
Might just be Steel.
Maybe.
Real Steel.
Mm.
Yep, Real Steel. It was such a good movie. But yeah, there's a big thing that President said that what was it, Dana White said that it could be pay-per-view of the year. Can you imagine two people who have no fighting experiences just throwing their wallets at each other, just straight?
Yo, either way, I'm pirating that shit.
Pirate on Facebook. Use Starlink to pirate on Facebook.
What? No one's gonna be watching.
I'd watch it.
Well, no one's gonna be watching Facebook at the time, so I could totally pirate it on the Facebook.
Well, speaking of Starlink, something they're involved with kind of disaster this week. Under the sea. It's better than what it's worth to believe it from me.
That's terrible.
Yeah. The missing Titan sub.
Has it been recovered yet, or is it just
that they're collecting
debris? The pieces of it.
Well, here's the problem. From what they're finding, the thing imploded spontaneously.
Yep, pressure.
Yeah, the pressure heated it to the temperature a lot hotter than what a person can deal with. They're more or less they were vaporized in a span less than a second.
Yo, a rich dude's gonna come back as like Dr. Manhattan or some shit.
All 5 of them will form to become Dr. Manhattan.
Hell, this is good as fuck. You have a conspiracy about it, though.
What's your conspiracy theory? The whales?
Well, in my heart, I want to believe it was the whales just fucking shit up as they do.
It was the octopi.
I would also be okay with that. Stop public service announcement. Stop going in the angry animal's house.
Yep.
No one's gonna die that way.
Rip to that episode.
Oh, the poor Kraken didn't survive that either.
I'll bring it back for another episode.
Yeah, we should just redo that one.
Yeah, let's pull it out of the vault.
We'll see. It's in the vault where it's fucked up.
Yeah.
We have to redo the whole thing.
Yeah, we have to re-record, but we still
Yeah.
have all our notes.
Oh, yeah, we do.
If we all have a down, or like an off week to where we don't finish our write-ups, we can always just
Fall
say,
back
you know
onto
what?
that.
Yeah, fall back on it.
Yeah, I still had the save files. I mean,
That's something worth thinking about.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Like when we do Splash Magic or something, that we can, an episode when it's going to be a short week for us, that we won't really have much prep time. We can always fall back on a pre-written episode.
Wow, I can't wait to have my 3-day weekends every week.
It's going to be nice for you.
oh, fuck you.
But he has 10-hour days.
Might have to wake up at 4:30, but I get to have Friday.
Fuck you.
However, you got to think about it. Oddly enough, me getting a job will mean the quality of our episodes will go up because I can just record Thursday, and then I get it, edit it Friday, and have it ready for Monday.
If the baby lets you.
Oh, she'll let me.
She's gonna help.
Yeah, she's like, blah, 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 blah.
All right, I'll take it out.
Oh wait, what was this conspiracy of the sub?
Oh, that we're all a bunch of crazy people for believing a bunch of these rich people went down into the ocean in a submarine controlled by a video game controller, and they all fake their own death. So Epstein's list for sure.
There are some Epstein people. You know, I thought this whole time that this was like the Titans' first like deep dive. Apparently, it wasn't.
No, it's done this shit a lot.
I guess the one guy was saying that he went on it 4 or 5 times, and every single time they lost communication with the surface.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, a lot of things coming out of how they kind of skip some safety things.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit about safety.
Like that one lady who tried to whistleblow the whole thing and said, "Hey, the glass isn't rated for that deep."
Yeah, there was one of those guys who does the Discovery shows on Twitter who was like, yeah, the glass was only rated for such and such pressure, whereas they're going to this deep pressure.
Yeah, that shit's insane. It's like they're going down to where there's no light.
Yeah, and well, I mean, see what happens when you go down there, fucking vaporized.
There might not be light down there, but they saw some light at the end of the tunnel.
Real quick, like.
Yeah, less than a second, they died. Which, to be fair, is probably a lot better than something else happening, and then they're just there for 96 hours, knowing they're going to lose oxygen.
Yeah, like no one's saving you there.
Thanks, incompetence. I hope they like argue that in court when they eventually get sued.
Oh yeah, it's coming, no doubt.
Listen, it could have been worse, but they just instantly vaporized. There was no suffering.
Yeah, but like for those people's families, was it like, oh well, they were vaporized, so it's fine. I don't think so. And the family's probably a little peeved.
Listen, this is America, okay? Here's what's going to happen. The guy, they're going to eventually settle out of court, and then he's going to declare bankruptcy.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Thinking about apologies here, I believe you have an apology.
I very much do. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself and the rest of the Full Send Rejects, I would like to extend a sincere apology to Anthony's mother, Trish. We're truly sorry for all the shit we gave you about the pot pie, and we solemnly swear we'll ask just nicely and be patient next time. The pot pie was better than my mother's. Please no one tell her that. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you.
Until we find something else to pick on her about and give her shit about it, because we love free food.
She's probably listening to this like, oh, this is so sweet. And you came in here and she's like, God damn it.
We're waiting patiently.
Listen, I have less than 11 weeks until I'm forever her problem. She's going to have to deal with it.
And she's been used to me being her problem, so she really should just expect this.
Yeah, if she doesn't expect fuckery from us two or our little triple reject thing we got going on here, she's sadly mistaken.
True.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going anywhere.
Popeye was delicious. We need a dessert now.
What kind of dessert should we get her to make?
I don't know. What was your favorite thing growing up besides the lasagna?
Probably chili.
chili.
Yeah.
See, Katie said something about garlic bread and spaghetti and meatballs before.
She can make some good spaghetti.
So we'll find something.
Yo, I can't eat spaghetti. Trish, you're off the hook on this one.
We'll get her to do something. See, Katie likes the garlic bread with the sugar on it. I'm still getting accustomed to even fathoming sugar on garlic bread.
Yeah, no, what the fuck is even that?
I mean, it's
It's a thing, all right?
a thing I've never heard of, but it was an experience.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
It's a twist.
Is it good?
You know what? It tastes like it tastes like a sweet sauce. Like if you were to eat like a sweet sauce pie, but you would have to if you were to dip it into sauce, it would taste just like sweet sauce pizza. You know what I mean? Like it had the garlic, it had everything that a normal garlic bread has, but instead of cheese, there's sugar on top.
Okay.
It's
Probably
not.
fuck with that.
Listen, I thought, oh my god, why is there so much salt on this? I bit into it. I'm like, holy shit, that's sugar.
Does that mean that's all?
I was like, oh no, she fucked up. And then she was telling me that's something that she does, and the kids grew up with it and loved it. And listen, no, don't knock it until you try it. It was.
No, I'm not knocking shit. I'm gonna give that a shot.
I mean, you can talk shit because then she'll have to make it for you.
So is the next thing the cracked out
garlic bread, diabetes.
Not even like spaghetti, but just the straight up garlic bread.
I mean, I won't say none of that. Psst. Hint, hint. No, you're listening. She's gonna be like,
I'm not getting involved. Nope. I wait patiently. I learned my lesson.
Oh man. But we appreciate you and we thank you.
Yes, it was very delicious.
Better than my mother's.
Even Cole liked it.
Yeah, Cole did like it. And we even got an extra pie and some soup that's in the freezer. So if we ever want a day where we just don't feel like doing nothing, we can pop those bitches in.
I had the pie, which I did not expect for dinner tonight.
See, and you know what's good when I say something with a lot of vegetables is good.
That's fair. You don't eat veggies at all.
I might eat a vegetable maybe once.
I think there was only one veggie in there that you probably would normally not eat.
What?
Like the lima bean. You eat carrots, you eat green beans, and you eat corn.
Yeah, maybe once a quarter. Maybe once a fiscal quarter.
Except the lima bean.
Yeah, he won't eat he normally wouldn't eat a lima bean.
I don't know lima bean.
Except the lima bean.
Except the lima bean. I like the big white lima beans.
I like the big white ones too.
Shut up. When I was younger,
almost as much as the big black ones.
Shush your mouth. We should take a ham bone and freeze it after we had Sunday dinners.
Mm-hmm.
And we take the lima beans and we boil in a big pot with the ham bone. Throw a little bacon grease in there. Oh, chef's kisses. I gotta make you an authentic. Now I'm gonna hear some shit because she's gonna want that. I gotta make it an authentic Southern Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in this Sunday dinner?
Well, I'll take out all the vegetables for you, so you don't have to worry.
Is it gonna be a weekend we're up? Is it gonna be a weekend we're up? I hope so.
I can make those arrangements. I would probably make a ham.
Okay.
A bean of some sort, so a lima bean. Cornbread.
Okay.
Probably some candied yams.
I do like candy.
All right, you're losing me.
Or the sweet potato or candied yams are really good. Anthony didn't like them either until I made them for him for Thanksgiving, and you liked them.
Oh yeah, those. Okay. Yep. Okay.
I grew up having collard greens all the time, so I don't know how everybody else does with collard greens.
Oh no!
I will fuck all day. Fuck around all day with that.
They're really good with hot sauce on them.
Is there a fight going on outside our building?
There's some. Oh well, our house. There sounds like there's some fuckery outside, but I will, however, like to make that for you. And if that's what you want, Billiam, I will make some collard greens.
Well, stay tuned for a future episode discussing Sunday dinner, Southern style, and maybe there'll be a fight outside.
And I'll even make a dessert. I can make either
full-time food critics.
Folsom Food Critics.
Oh, there could be a thing there.
I can make a banana cream pie.
I can make a cream pie.
I knew it was coming.
I walked into that one. I opened the door and I sat down.
That is what led to that, yeah.
Shut up.
Oh.
That'd be it'd be a pure stroke of magical luck for you to get that fat again. So,
Well, speaking of magic, I got a unicorn here.
yeah.
Not that kind of unicorn. My topic for this evening.
Oh, I thought we were getting horny.
Yep.
Oh, segue. Nailed it.
Yes, segueing into the first main topic tonight, which is a short one for me today, and it is a creature called the Abath, which is a unicorn rumored to live in India.
Not a shower?
No, not a shower.
Doesn't live in the scoop.
It's not a Schuylkill unicorn. It's an Indian unicorn.
I don't think they bathe either. They smell like curry.
Well, let's get away from that.
And then so.
Let's move on 2 episodes without you getting close to us to being canceled, okay? Stop it.
It was a good streak.
Anyway, I can't get the fucking pun out of my head. They don't shower. Ugh. Anywho, in the late 16th century, an English explorer, Sir James Lancaster, was leading an expedition into eastern India. And fun fact, Lancaster was one of the first seamen. Figured I'd give a little pause there. To figure out that scurvy can be prevented with limes and other fruits. Just a little tidbit in there.
Lancaster, are you sure these are for BA?
No, I actually checked into that. Lancaster, PA was named after the English town of Lancaster.
Yeah.
This is also before white people were in. Actually, no. Late 1500s. Yeah. We were here already. But he did this by kind of experimenting on his own crew because he had like 4 ships that went out, and one of them he gave these fruits to, and the 3 other ships were coming down with scurvy. You know, some deceased, but it happens back then.
Fuck you, eat a lime.
I got science to do. After arriving in eastern India, Edmund Baker, which was a member of Lancaster's crew and possibly the best person to get a cake from, reported that that he purchased 2 or 3 horns of a creature called the Abath from a trader in the kingdom of Juk Ceylon, which is in present-day Thailand.
Thailand's much easier to pronounce.
Yes, it is. The horns were brownish gray in color and was rumored to be a great cure for many poisons. However, I will give you a moment to think what animal this horn actually came from.
Narwhal.
Narwhal, that's your best guess here?
Rhino.
Well, if you guess rhinoceros, you might just be right.
Oh, I swear I didn't read ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm still on brownish gray in color.
All thing about, there's a lot of rhinos there in that area. And this is what modern scholars believe that these horns actually belong to, either a Sumatran or a Java rhinoceros, which are 2 animals that are critically endangered of today. They might go extinct. So maybe this whole horn cures poison thing might just not be true or worth it.
R.I.P. rhinos.
Hey, they're not dead yet. There's a few hundred left of each, I think.
Still holding on.
Something else of note was along his journeys along the Silk Road, Marco Polo noted that he witnessed several unicorns in the area. However, he notated that these unicorns were ugly, mud-wallowing brutes that resembled nothing of the European unicorns, which honestly I think is just rude because these are some pretty cute rhinos out there.
There's a reason you close your eyes during Marco Polo. You can't see shit.
I think it's just rude.
Just rude.
Yeah, those rhinoceros, they look, they look juicy. But before we get into some questionable kinks here, I hope you rejects enjoy this little short story on the Abath.
Not the shower.
Yeah, not a shower, the Abath. A shower is what you need, and the Abath is just some mythical creature.
That makes people horny.
Not touching that one?
Nope. Not with a 4-foot horn. Wait, why do we see dicks in your write-up?
I told you there's dicks in my thing.
Oh, he has dicks in his thing.
I hope he has dicks in his thing.
All right, I want to hear about these dicks. Take it away.
Okay, well, let me light a cigarette first, and we'll get to it.
Well, then I'll get busy with it.
My topic this week is the Pennsylvania State Lunatic Asylum / the Harrisburg State Hospital. Harrisburg State Hospital sounds boring.
Okay, we're at an asylum. Here we go.
It's an asylum.
A full-on lunatic asylum.
Can't correct me this time.
In 1845, Pennsylvania was said to be on the forefront of mental patient care with the opening of the Pennsylvania State Lunatic Asylum. The asylum was opened in part by a badass woman named Dorothea Dix. Dix was a complete game changer. God damn it, I knew you were going to laugh. Dix was a complete game changer in what was called lunacy reform. Because of Dorothea, 32 not asylums and not asylum schools open for the feeble-minded. I really do want to do a whole episode on her because she did a whole bunch of shit. She passed away in one of her own hospitals in Trenton, New Jersey, and I'm so sorry for the poor woman.
Ooh. Dead in New Jersey. Poor dicks.
Trenton, New Jersey.
Yeah, Trenton's just terrible.
I'm from Jersey. I don't even like Trenton.
That place sucks.
I'm just still surprised that Pennsylvania was at the forefront of anything positive.
Yeah, no, we tried. She, like I said, she did a whole lot of shit. She pushed for a lot of like reform and shit.
I'm looking forward to this.
When the idea came to be, the hospital's predetermined name was set at Pennsylvania Lunatic Hospital and Union Asylum. Before construction even began, though, the name was changed to the Pennsylvania State Lunatic Hospital when funds began to be dispersed for construction. The main building was completed in 1851, following our old Trans-Allegheny buddy Kirkbride's plan.
Call back.
The main building. Oh, there's a lot of callbacks in mine. The main building housed what was originally planned to be 250 patients, along with the administration, nurses, and doctors. The building quickly expanded with the removal of dining rooms and additions to the north and south sections of the building. The hospital became completely self-sufficient thanks to the farm also owned with the property. The farm was used to provide work therapy for the patients. Work therapy just sounded kind of like slave labor to me. Slaves, or the patients, grew their own vegetables while tending to livestock for milk and meat. The hospital later even boasted stores and their own power plant, making the grounds completely self-sufficient. The grounds will later be known as the City on the Hill because it was a legit, fully functioning town. Like, they had everything you could need. Stores, all sorts of shit.
They had some dicks, too.
Well, Dorothea was rounding out her mental health tour.
So this is a city of dicks.
We built Dick City.
Dicks on the Hill. In 1869, the Board of Public Charities was created to report issues in not asylums back to the legislature of the state. However, the board didn't really have any jurisdiction to enforce any changes to the treatment or the conditions of the hospital. The board did eventually start to see changes through publicity in the local newspapers, and eventually started a committee on lunacy in 1883.
So they're just kind of like there to like just say what happened, but nobody really gave a shit.
Yeah, and like I think I get into it later. Like, the reasons to be put in these places were just ridiculous.
This person might like men. This woman bled.
It got worse than that.
This one thinks a frog is gay.
Yeah, dude, he totally would have been in one of these places. Starting in 1893, the hospital began redevelopment in their layout after the main building began to deteriorate. At its peak around 1912, the hospital contained over 1,000 acres and up to 70 buildings on the grounds. The redevelopment was, of course, due in part to overpopulation, because of course it was. It's an asylum. Overpopulation happened quickly due to the symptoms of patients being a little loose. I knew I got into it. As a few weeks ago, a trans-Allegheny, laziness, immoral life, being feeble of intellect, and even religious enthusiasm were reasons to be sent to the asylum.
So if you're too religious, you can go to a asylum.
Yeah, you could send like a Bible thumper to the asylum.
Thanks, Satan.
Yeah, I don't understand that because they kind of considered them demons.
You had a thought.
Did Nicole tell you what I did to her the other day?
What did you do to her the other day?
After we came back for trying on my dress.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Turkey Hill to go get some drinks. And there is this little Asian person outside with a sign that says, God loves you. He loves you for everything you've done and forgives all your sins. Please find your way to God today. Any change will do. Amen. And I rolled down the window, and Nicole knew it was coming because she tried to lock the windows, but it was already too late. I started shouting out the window, Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, you're going to the asylum.
Yeah. Nicole, she was so embarrassed. She goes, I fucking knew it. I couldn't lock the windows fast enough. She goes, you're going to hell.
Oh, she's going to the asylum too.
I'm pretty sure we can use the vacation days.
3-day vacation.
Yeah, if you're self-admitted, I think you can check yourself out of these places
3-month
after
vacation.
a certain time.
We just get on some state insurance, so it's free.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about insurance right now. I had to sit through a whole fucking seminar yesterday.
Oh.
Back to the crazy place.
As you wish. The hospital underwent another name change in 1921 to the namesake of today, the Harrisburg State Hospital, and the Board of Charities was dissolved, giving way to the Department of Welfare as we know it today. This department was created to administer funds to all the state hospitals.
So non-state hospitals were fucked.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense to me because it was Pennsylvania State Lunatic Hospital.
Oh, so this was this not part of those funds?
Yeah, I think like around this time, asylums kind of started to get a better light on them some places, but not all places, obviously.
Yeah, like at the near the Titanic.
You know, we're just going too soon. Changes and advancements to patient treatments began in the 1930s. Take the word advancements with a giant grain of salt because the examples aren't too great. A new form of treatment called insulin shock treatment was implemented.
Oh.
Yeah. This basically just meant putting the patient into a diabetic coma for a while. Some patients were put into the coma and brought out with a heavy shot of glucose. They also started using hydrotherapy, which had several different forms, including being wrapped in wet sheets, being doused in hot and or cold water, and even full body submersion that would last for days sometimes.
Could have supposed to have been on a little submarine.
God damn it. They probably wouldn't have made it.
No.
The most well-known trend of new treatments was from our boy Walter Freeman, who you may remember as the P.T. Barnum of lobotomy in the Trans-Allegheny episode. The first lobotomy in Pennsylvania was performed by him during his residency at Harrisburg State. Freeman is another one I really want to do like a biography episode on because, dude had a gold ice pick.
Terrible person.
When World War II hit, the hospital took another hit as most of the staff was sent into the military. Obviously, the patients weren't eligible, so where were they going? This left the hospital extremely overcrowded and insufficiently understaffed. Numbers were about one nurse to every 166 patients, so there was obviously neglect happening one way or another. It didn't matter how attentive the nurse is, the math doesn't really add up at all. Harrisburg State Hospital would try to battle the overcrowding by sending patients to other likely overcrowded asylums like Penhurst, only a short while away.
You know, I wonder why the patients weren't eligible.
Well, they were busy being locked in cages and stuff, you know.
You know, say what you want, but just a hunch. I would rather be one of those patients instead of a patient like this in Germany.
That's okay.
Just a personal feeling.
Dude, imagine being in there just for like your mom caught you masturbating.
So a way I can get out of the war is just, quote, get caught pulling my chain.
Yeah, no, like it was that simple.
Huh. The 40s were a wonderful, weird, strange time.
Boy, were they. By 1955, the Department of Welfare overtook the administrative duties for the hospital. Shortly after, helped by the progress of medications, the hospital was officially deinstitutionalized and used as a regular hospital, although I believe some of the patients were still staying there. I don't think they could move all of them out.
Rumors say some of them are still there as ghosts.
Oh, that's a good lead-in.
Thank you. And I didn't even read the rest of this.
Well, good, because I haven't gotten to the ghost for a while, so it makes sense. Following its closure in 2006 after a new Harrisburg State opened, developers tried and failed to use the grounds as an Amazon facility after it sat in disrepair for years. Dauphin County took over in 2019 with plans to redevelop the property, but lack of communication ended the deal. The official deal actually expired in 2022, and the grounds are now used by state officials, and up to 50 buildings still stand on the grounds. So, like, they just have state offices and shit in this place.
Some state bureaucratic shenanigans.
Yeah, like, I don't fucking know. Tom Wolfe's secretary probably had an office there for some reason.
Imagine if Amazon ran it. What if Amazon ran it just as another mental facility?
Dude, haunted Amazon? That'd be amazing.
That's where they would send all the workers that go crazy in their places.
Yo, it would add up.
Very quickly.
We would have had a new goddamn conspiracy on our hands. Son of a bitch.
It's happening somewhere.
This all seems like a hospital that was really trying to make a difference in care for the mentally ill at the time, and any records you find of the place will lead you to believe the same. Under the bright and cheery facade, tortures, neglect, and abuse had to have run rampant. Lobotomies alone sound kind of bad enough, but now we're using severe temperature waters and inducing diabetic comas. Somewhere along the line, Dorothea's vision for mental health reform took a very dark turn.
This was not what Dix wanted.
Dix did not want it to go this hard.
Dix did not want them to serve hard time. Dix was gentle, caring.
She was Civil War nurse, too.
Incentive.
Civil War or World War one of those.
She knew it was just all in their head. She just wanted to help get it out.
It's also said she suffers from severe depression. But that's a new episode coming at some very later point.
Well, they took Dix's idea and jerked it around some, so I'd be depressed too.
Yeah, they just twisted the Dix idea. All right, we pushed this too far. As I said, records from the hospital all paint a very glamorous picture of the institution, and finding anything different was a very difficult task. I did find some hot spots and stories of some of the crazy shit that really went down in the hospital and even the grounds themselves.
Some deep dives here. Detective work.
Yeah, I didn't even have Kesh's help on this one.
You're not failing Dix.
I'm not failing Dix, but I'm failing Kesha, and that hurts shit so bad. We're going to start in the Hemlock building. After a new superintendent named Dr. Edward Green took over the hospital in 1927, plans to build a new structure were set in motion. Unfortunately, the grounds plan for the new building was also where the City on the Hill cemetery already stood. Bodies were exhumed from the cemetery hastily, with family being told to contact Dr. Green personally to retrieve their remains. This already seems kind of shady, not to mention many of the families have long forgotten about their little psychopath who didn't want to clean their room or something. It's believed that several bodies are still buried under the Hemlock building as others were moved to the new cemetery on the hill.
Yeah, something tells me they didn't really care too much about the bodies.
Yeah, I think they did like a sonar thing at one point, and there's a lot of bodies down there.
Hmm.
Continuing in the Hemlock building, after it was renovated to a fully functioning state hospital, children in the basement of the building have stated playing with someone named Mr. Apples. There's no medical records from Harrisburg State or the asylum that anyone with the name ever stayed there. Several paranormal researchers believe this is actually the alter ego of Dr. Green playing with the children.
So at least you know it's a green apple.
Granny Smith, motherfucker. Moving over to another building, the Cherrywood building.
Apples and
Cherrywood was used. Yeah, it's all fruit. Look, he was helping with scurvy. I see you, Harrisburg State. Moving to the Cherrywood building. Cherrywood was used for boarding the female patients, as all the patients were segregated to prevent procreation. Yeah, I'm serious about that. In the women's ward, a Mary Hazzity was found hanging by her undergarments in her room. As far as I could tell, no one can really figure out which room was Mary's, but moans and screams can be heard throughout most of Cherrywood. Following the trend of segregation, we'll move on to the Eaton building. This building was used to house the most violent male patients, so they're probably nice guys.
Oh, sounds like great people.
I couldn't find many actual stories or happenings in Eaton, excluding recent paranormal claims. Doors have been heard and actually caught on camera slamming, along with lights just turning on, disembodied voices, and even the sound of fully inflated basketballs being bounced in the gym.
Kobe.
There's no fully inflated basketballs in the gym at all.
Sounds like Kobe came back.
Yeah, Kobe's hot in Harrisburg State. He's from Pennsylvania, right?
He's from Pennsylvania. He played basketball in Pottsville at one point.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't remember that, but I remember seeing a thing about that.
Yeah. Why are there green lights across?
Green lights?
Well, I'm sorry to take away from your little thing here, but there's a car that pulled.
No, you're good.
There's a car that pulled a plane. Was that Bad Boys? Yeah, blasting through their car. Actually, so loud. I was actually picking up on Alina's monitor upstairs. Oh, I just stopped.
Oh,
And there's like green lights like projecting onto the house.
well, that doesn't seem good.
It's over.
That
Okay.
sounds like someone's gonna get sniped.
Okay.
Anywho, traveling between the 70 plus buildings was made easier by an underground tunnel system throughout the grounds. From these tunnels, you could reach almost any area of the ground. Unfortunately, during the shortage during wartime, patients would kind of get away and access the tunnels. Several patients were reported missing in the maze of tunnels and would never be seen alive again.
No, like Maze Runner.
Yeah, just criminally insane.
Yeah, why not?
And like, imagine who you'd run into down there.
Mr. Apples.
Yeah, Mr. Apples, I believe, is said to be in the tunnels as well.
Yeah, along with his esteemed ward, Miss Grapes.
Dr. Cherry.
A cherry wood.
Out of all the claims I've heard, the weirdest one I came up with is from the good old morgue. In several spots and different occasions, bloodstains just randomly appear on the exam room floor. Likely residual energy from the father of botched lobotomy, Dr. Freeman.
You know, for a guy with free in his name, he doesn't really care about freedom.
Well, I mean, you use a fucking ice pick to drill into someone's brain. Tell me you give a shit.
You should have a name like Dr. Ice Pick Man.
He is. I believe his like nickname is actually the father of the ice pick lobotomy.
Loboto Man.
That would have been better.
Dr. Loboto Man.
The hospital also has claims to poltergeist-like energy throughout the grounds. Witnesses have experienced being hit, pushed, scratched, and even having things thrown at them in several buildings throughout the complex. So there you have it, the Pennsylvania State Lunatic Asylum. On the surface, the campus looks like a great advancement in mental health, but in the 1800s, that just means if you get caught loving Jesus too much, you're gonna get an ice bath and tossed into a cage. There's probably a lesson there somewhere, but much like the treatment back in the day, no one was prepared for that.
Well, I'm glad Pennsylvania was in the forefront of it.
Yeah, we were doing great.
I think that just means we need more dicks.
We need a lot more dicks or dicks like people.
Looking at you, a certain sporting goods store.
All right, time to step up.
Well, before we get carried off with this cock of the walk, I hear we got some phobias.
Yep, it's phobia time.
Oh, phobia time.
Me too.
Yeah.
I sit here and think like, that sounds familiar. Oh, do I have that?
How can I get triggered today?
Okay, I think I just figured out what's going on.
Hmm.
You're getting ready for your psychology courses by doing this to me and Billy.
By making you realize how many phobias I actually have.
Maybe.
Yeah, I love to end the episode in a panic attack. It's great. Honestly, preferred is the end.
Yeah. Yeah. I am the end, aren't I? I'm the caboose. The anxiety caboose.
Bringing us home.
Well, that's okay. So I like to ride in the caboose.
You shush.
Snicker, snicker, snicker.
Yo, I'll bring dicks back.
That's from taking dicks to the caboose.
Well, today I wanted to dive into my biggest phobia and another phobia that took years for me to tolerate. I'm not over it, just tolerate it to a certain extent. On this episode, I gave you an arachnophobia, which is a fear of spiders, and Caulrophobia, which is fear of clowns.
I just want to apologize.
Yeah, you have like 12 it pops.
Yes, that's I will get into that.
I just want to apologize though,
What?
because you just said that it took you a while to tolerate the fear of clowns, and me and Billy are quite notorious for clowning around. So, on behalf of the Full Send Rejects,
Sorry for triggering
the Pop Pie Coalition, I'd like to apologize.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Full Send Rejects, I would like to send our sincerest apology.
Oh goodness, you too. So, like all of my,
You're marrying him.
I know.
And he's a package deal with me.
I know.
Yeah, we're two halves of a whole idiot.
It's like getting a free redheaded stepchild.
Except this one has black hair or black spirit.
And you love me.
I do. You're one of my favorite people.
I'm sorry.
This is a lot for both of us.
Yeah, you need better friends.
Yeah, probably.
Damn.
Just kidding.
He's only up 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about that comment.
Am I not good enough? I'm gonna do a phobia based off of phobia friendships, whether or not you're actually a friend.
And Billy's fear of abandonment.
I'm gonna do a whole episode on abandonment issues. Certain people will get that.
Oh.
That'll be great.
Yeah. Okay. Like all the phobias that I do, I just want to say it one more time that many fears seem reasonable. We all try to avoid things that make us feel uncomfortable. The difference between fear and a phobia is that a phobia is an intense and irrational fear towards one thing or many things or situations. It could be a place, a sound, a color. It can be anything. So if people don't understand why somebody can have a crippling fear of something, just understand there's something out there for everybody. Arachnaphobia is a specific phobia brought about an irrational fear of spiders and other arachnids such as scorpions and ticks. I only suffer from one of these. I've never seen a scorpion.
I love scorpion.
Or I've been bit by a tick before.
So then I get a pet scorpion?
No.
Why not?
I set you way up for Mortal Kombat. You didn't take it.
Oh. I'm sorry, Billy. After I beat your ass on there, it kind of just left my mind.
Wow.
No, it didn't, because you talked shit for like 3 weeks.
Now you just opened it up again.
Just reignited that.
You could have just put it back in the box.
To be fair,
I was offended he did not take that bait.
Fair enough.
He was too busy trying to get me to say no to something that he knew I would say no to.
Why would I be because trying to get you to say no?
When you asked me to get a scorpion,
Yeah, I'm trying to get you to say yes.
no, knowing damn well I won't let you. Because that would be you getting a venomous fucking scorpion. A Scorpio. You hear me?
No,
Scorpion.
you get an emperor scorpion.
Okay, if you get one that doesn't have any kind of venomous sac, then you can have one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I'm not gonna have you be like, hey, look, guys, I could chug a bottle. I'm gonna put the scorpion on my tongue.
I'm gonna get an emperor. There's some venomous ones.
You've seen Jackass so many times to where you can make it you can literally, I could see you doing something stupid.
No, I wouldn't do something stupid.
You think those were poisonous?
No, they were not.
See, I wouldn't do some stupid.
they're emperors.
Be a pet I'd care for. I wouldn't want to fuck with it.
No, but you would go around asking people if they want free lip injections. Yeah, exactly.
I could 100% see that happening.
Exactly. All right. Common reactions to this phobia include immediate fear and anxiety when you see or think about a spider. I personally can't even look at a picture without getting freaked out. A fear or anxiety that is out of proportion to the danger that a spider proposes to you.
You know, I have never seen you freak out when seeing a spider.
First of all, go scratch.
I've never seen you freak out for a spider.
You haven't?
Oh, no, I 100% have.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Then you are in luck. There was actually a big one the day after his graduation party. There was a fucking huge one on the window, and I freaked out. It's like I froze. I was frozen, and Anthony's like sitting there trying to like look at it in further detail. I'm like, kill it. He's like, no, you don't kill him. I'm just gonna bring it outside.
Inside or outside?
It was inside.
It was inside.
Will you take that little boy and put him outside?
I relocate them.
No.
We peaceful in this house.
No. Avoidance of spiders. I try to avoid them any way I can. Someone once fucked me up and told me that there's always a spider 3 feet away from you at all times. It fucked me up for the rest of my life. Now, I'm literally looking around the room right now.
See, Kodak, the benefit is she fucks herself up reading these too.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I definitely get fucked up over these. Another common reaction to this is a panic or anxiety response is like a panic attack or anxiety attack, difficulty breathing, rapid heartbeat, nausea, sweating, trembling, and the need to escape. I'm really bad at this.
You know, you're seeing of all these symptoms, but you're pretty calm when we watch Spider-Man.
Okay, first,
Tobey Maguire.
it's two different things. I'm talking like just anything on. No. You've seen how I reacted. I would literally check the room, all corners of the room, make sure there's nothing in the corners. If there's a spider that gets away from Anthony, like that one night, the one that was on the ceiling, it was so tiny.
Oh, the one time I actually tried to kill a spider and I failed.
And he went to go kill it, and then it fell. I didn't go. I held going to the bathroom. I was too scared to go into the kitchen. After that night, I literally held the bathroom. I literally held it all night. I was too afraid to get up and go into the bathroom. I just completely avoided going downstairs at all. I thought it was waiting for me.
They just little spidey boys.
I don't care. All right. Most causes of this phobia, an evolutionary response, Arachnaphobia, or a general dislike of spiders, is hardwired, and it's a natural survival technique. I feel that people know that spiders are here. Some are bad, some are good. People just naturally dislike or have a fear of them. Even they don't have to even have a phobia. They could just be scared of them or just not like them at all. I just feel like it's wired into people. Personal trauma. Specific phobias are more prominent. You can find them more in females than you are in males, both adolescents and adults. You maybe were of a risk to developing an arachnophobia if you've had previous traumatic experience with a spider, whether one landed on your head, you got bit by one, had one in your ear.
You're going to gauge somebody who puts fake spiders throughout the house.
Or yes.
You're going to make yourself freak out.
Or you decide to spend the rest of your life with somebody who thinks it's funny to put hairy, lifelike spiders in your makeup cabinet mixed in with your deodorant or personal effects, or in the cabinet.
Only the makeup cabinet?
Yeah, makeup cabinet on your the towel cabinet where you pull a towel and it's there. In the pantry where there's food.
Billy with the assist on the pantry.
Yeah, thank you for that. My spice cabinet.
You're welcome.
And I forgot about that after he did it too.
Yeah. Also, genetics.
So did I.
Yeah, thank you guys. Genetics are family influence. A lot of people do that, like Cole does it too. And it's my fault. A lot of researchers believe that there may be some kind of genetic component to phobias. Family influence develops phobias in their children. For example, if a parent has a phobia like myself, a child may pick up on that fear and develop a phobia into response of it. So yeah, it happens. I also wanted, since it's
that makes sense.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of give an example on why I am the way I am with spiders. When I explain it, you might think I should have another fear with something else, but I don't. When I was
a young warthog.
Yes. When I was about 14.
When she was a young warthog. Sorry.
Can't stand you guys. When I was about 14 years old, I got bit by a brown recluse while living in Florida. And I still have a scar in my leg to this day where the infection grew, my leg swelled, I ended up getting a fever, I got really sick. And by the time I was able to go to the doctor and get it cut out of me, it was in bad shape. I had this disgusting, smelly crap coming out. I felt sick and I thought, oh my God, is this thing going to kill me? I had a high fever. And at that point in time, I was with my dad. So he thought it was a bee sting. He didn't believe in taking me to the doctor. Luckily at that time, my stepsister, who got everything she wanted, ended up catching pneumonia. And he took us all to the doctor to get an antibiotic. And
you just loop it in?
Well, just so we can get 3 times the antibiotic. So if she got sick again, she wouldn't have to worry about going to the doctor.
Oh, fair. Yeah, I get that.
The doctor then saw it on my leg, looked at it, said it was a spider bite, ended up giving me some topical cream to put on it. Actually, they cut it open completely and pulled out. There's actually a fang. Like where it bit, because when they have a tendency of biting, releasing the poison and breaking off so they can grow new ones in. It causes your flesh it eats out of your flesh.
Necrosis.
So once they pulled that out and cleaned it, it took about 4 months for it to close, and it was purple. I had a purple scar there for like 5 years.
That is the one spider I do like fear with my life.
Yeah, I don't fuck around. And then I moved to in with Nicole. After that, I feel like Peter Parker, and I feel that since that day, I have some kind of like spider in me, because yet again, living in Florida, I got bit on the opposite leg, closer to my knee.
By an alligator.
Nope.
Don't assume, okay? It was a crocodile.
By another.
They don't have crocodiles.
Close. I went to the hospital. The doctor proceeded to tell me that there was no such things as brown recluses in Florida.
He must have been from Arkansas.
Yeah, I don't know where he was from. But they ended up loading me up on an antibiotic and sending me home.
Oh, how'd that work?
I went through 14 different antibiotics within a 2-week time period, and I was allergic to, I think, 10 of them. I went to anaphylactic shock 5 times. And this was all before the spider bite even healed.
God, were epipens even a thing then?
My fear was around the fact that an antibiotic can't help me if I get bit again because I am allergic to so many. And I never want to go through anaphylactic shock again in something that I need in my body to fight something that can possibly kill me because it's venomous. It scared the living shit out of me, especially because I was only 18 years old. The fact that they sent me home. I ended up going home and my throat closed up, and I woke up in the back of an ambulance with the biggest rush from the epinephrine they shot into me. But I remember,
do it.
yeah, it was scary. The scariest fucking thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And then fast forward to a few short years ago, I woke up in the middle of the night feeling something scratching in my ear. Like something was literally up against my eardrum. I felt like there was a surround sound system inside my head. I think we were dating at the time.
That was the base.
Maybe.
I think it was like just before we started dating.
I started freaking out. I started running my ear underwater, like trying to soak it. I didn't hear anything for a little bit, but I felt something inside my ear. I woke up my sister in a panic saying there's something in my ear. There's something in my ear. She couldn't see anything. First thing in the morning, as soon as urgent care opened up, I went there to get my ear flushed, and sure as shit, there was a fucking spider in my ear. I didn't sleep for a good week. I had earplugs in my ears for the longest time. I would literally, I don't drink sodas by a bedside because they say you swallow spiders.
Isn't there a 2-liter by our bed to Mountain Dew?
Unless it's closed. I won't anything open. I won't drink out of.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's a closed water bottle by my bed at all times.
Like if I crack a soda open or a beer and I go to fall asleep, I'm not gonna wake up in the middle of the night and drink that, even if I only took 2 sips out of it. It's garbage now. it's happily.
I'm drinking it.
Yes.
So yeah, that is my very, very, I think, explainable and warranted fear of spiders.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see almost losing a leg being a little bit of
Might be a little
trigger.
triggering for things to come.
Yeah. I mean, it was the anaphylactic shock that really did it for me. You just felt like everything in your body. You felt like you were suffocating. Anaphylactic shock is everything, just your throat's closing up on you.
Well, that sounds like an antibiotic problem.
Well, see, you would think I'd be allergic to antibiotic. I think I'd be scared of an antibiotic or take medicine, but I'm not scared of that. I mean,
I think you could control that.
I can.
You never woke up with a pill in your ear.
Yeah, but it's just not called for.
You never had a spider or a pill bite in your brain.
No, I didn't. But I don't play with, but I deal with and I handle pharmaceuticals on a day-to-day basis. You would think they'd be scared to do my job. I can't tell how many times I've had an allergic reaction at work, but there's a quick way to handle that with get an antihistamine in your system and keep an eye and keep an eye on your symptoms. I had one time where my throat swelled up. By the time I got to the hospital, I only had 5% of my airway left.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fun time. But now on to my next phobia.
Now we're all scared of spiders again.
You're welcome. Caulrophobia is a fear of clowns. The phobia brings on feelings of fear when you see clowns or you see images of clowns. Most people can avoid clowns, obviously. Some people who suffer from this need exposure therapy. It's a type of psychotherapy that can help manage their reactions towards clown or clown images. I put this note in here because that's how I help myself in a way, but I'll get to that. This affects both adults and children. It's one of the weirdest fears to have, but it's kind of something that really messes with people of all ages. The events that can trigger these things are quite obvious. Birthday parties with clowns, Halloween parties, or trick-or-treating when you open the door and there's a fucking clown at your door. Any circuses, fairs, or festivals nearby that have those people in it. Fast food restaurants, fuck you, McDonald's. they use a clown as their mascot. Any movies, TV shows, commercials that you would see on TV.
When was the last time Ronald McDonald was actually, featured by McDonald's?
Yeah, the Grimm is a show now.
I mean, I haven't seen it, thank God.
And I used to have this recurrent nightmares to try about Ronald McDonald.
That's what started my fear.
He just sat at the end of my bed and threatened me. It was pretty fun. I was like 6. It was pretty terrifying.
Yeah. When I get into mine, it goes a little deeper than that. How common is the fear of clowns? Some experts believe that 1 in 10 adults have a fear of clowns. A study shows on hospitalized children found that approximately 10 out of 1,000 children, most of them girls, were afraid of clowns that the hospital brought in to cheer them up. That's a lot.
God, women are afraid of everything.
We're not afraid to kick your ass. You should.
Unless you have a spider.
Yeah, unless you have a spider. People of all genders, races, doesn't matter if you're male or female, can be scared of clowns. Like I said before, mostly females are more likely to be scared of clowns.
So if I bring back the Kogi the Clown Halloween costume,
I might be keeping away from you. Some of the symptoms related to this phobia, I feel like it's the same thing as all, phobias. But children and adults with this phobia may try to get away from a clown, hide behind a person or an object, cover their eyes so they don't have to see it. Children, a lot of times, they just cry. And sometimes the possibility of seeing a clown can cause some anxious response, such as intense feeling of terror, profound sweating, nausea, trembling, or shaking. My own personal story that I was just like, I want to be able to, just like I did with the spiders, kind of give you guys an idea of my personal experience with that. When I was younger, Anthony may be a little young, but Ronald McDonald used to come to the schools, and there used to be some kind of helping hands program where, certain students who showed potential or, had honor roll or something got to be part of like some kind of Ronald McDonald star thing. So they had like an assembly where Ronald McDonald was handing out, making balloon animals. And I asked for a dog, and it popped in my face. And I believed to be Ronald McDonald at the time, laughed in my face, and it scared the shit out of me. Like looking at a clown in person and having something pop in front of you and them thinking it's funny completely terrorized me. I was like, fuck, what the fuck is going on? Why is that guy laughing? But you know what? It scared me at that time. I didn't think too much into it. Where I fucked up was going home and telling my dad that it scared me.
So is this why you prefer Burger King?
that explains the balloons.
Is this why you prefer Burger King?
Shush. This is why I prefer Taco Bell. I told my dad, and my dad decided to dress up as a clown in the middle of the night and carry a machete and breathe over me until I woke up.
Oh, that's fucked.
He wouldn't tell me when he was doing this. It'd just be periodically whenever he got drunk and felt like he wanted to terrorize me. And then
Hey, guess what tonight is?
Yeah, pretty much. And I would have to he would sit there and make me watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space. He would make me watch all the like old stupid crazy like the Sinister movies, anything with clowns in it that he felt like in Arachnaphobia, that everything that as well. He would make me sit there and watch it before I went to bed.
Did he make you listen to the Insane Clown Posse?
Shush, I did that on my own. Thank you very much. Whoop, whoop. And I just he was not a nice person to me. So I feel like it would have been okay. I think my dad is what really brought on the fear. However, the fucking note I just wanted a new page. I would say, like I said before, about going back and people doing exposure therapy every year. Almost every year we build a haunted house and walk through in Nicole's front yard. And every year I choose to be in the clown room because I feel like I can get over it if I'm in there if I dress like a clown and I'm putting myself in a position to where I can face it. But I always have to have someone in the room with me because I freak out if I'm in there.
Yo, my clown thing is I can deal with like the ones that look like they're psychopaths, but the regular ones I'm just not a fan.
Yeah, the art walk, sometimes they do the jugglers and they have like a clown doing like, doing a little balloon animals and stuff, and it looks like it kind of looks like the big comfy couch girl, but not.
Oh, what's her face?
Yeah. Raggedy Ann meets Big Comfy Couch Girl. And I just last time that they were there, I just sat down with Alina, listened to the live music while Cole and Anthony dealt with the clown, because it's just one of those things like I know it's over there, it could stay over there, but I'm not engaging. So
Like you got trauma related too, so like that's a whole different aspect of it.
yeah, it's not like, oh my God, I'm scared of people with a lot of makeup on their face. I mean, that's half the generation.
Oh no.
That's TikTok.
Sorry.
Now. Have you seen the amount of makeup these girls put on nowadays? I mean,
No, I refuse to get a TikTok.
Well, the cults. It doesn't matter if the reels on Facebook just as much. You see the girls put on like 8 pounds of makeup before they even put on eyeshadow. They're just they're beauty clowns. That's all. But yeah,
my AI directs me to skate videos and people getting hurt.
Yeah, but yeah, those were my my 2 phobias. I hope you guys know my fear and develop a new phobia now.
And fuck clowns.
I feel like movies did a lot of this whole fucking with people with clowns, and John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy really did it too.
Yeah, somehow he was like a normal clown, but he's one of my favorite homicidal maniacs.
Yeah, we'll have to do a whole thing on him. Or maybe I'll do I haven't done a serial killer in a while, so the next couple of weeks I'll
Fuck
be in.
Dahmer's weak shit.
Yeah. But yeah, hope you enjoyed.
Well, I guess we're done clowning around for tonight.
I can't stand you.
Brown Arachnaphobia.
Well, we have anything else here?
No?
Billy?
I got nothing. Let me tell you, the Yankees still not doing great.
Well, should we do a quick check on the Pirates? Let's see here. Espen. Let's see here. Where are we at? MLB.
Oh boy.
Oh, lost 6-4 to the Marlins. Whew. The Rays lost 5-6 to the Royals.
Yankees just lost 10-2 to the Mariners.
Oh, Pirates are going to be on TV tomorrow. Cool. I'm going to watch them get fucking crushed.
Can't wait till you text me about the blackout.
No, it's on Apple.
Oh, yeah, they usually have this shit together.
Yeah, they don't do blackouts. Just ESPN Plus and me on Saturdays.
I don't know, I never had a blackout. No, I had one blackout on ESPN Plus that really pissed me off.
Yeah, usually
Fuck yes.
MLB needs to get their shit together. NHL, they have it right. NFL, I can't complain because I was.
NHL has so many deals going on.
NHL, they have every game on ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus, they also have like TNT and TBS for the fucking playoffs.
Yeah.
NBC gets involved.
Well, then, that's going to do it for us at the Full Send Rejects. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode and learned something along the way. On next week's episode, we'll be featuring the Japanese suicide woods, the Paraquat murders, which also features Japan, and the real legend behind the Australian tooth fairy, Matilda Dixon. So we'll have another week of Dix jokes. And until then, as always, full fucking send it.
Full fucking
Fucking send it.